The Pixel 7a has the Tensor G2 chip, 8GB of RAM, 90Hz display, wireless charging, and the all-new Pixel camera, all for just under $500. But there's a big problem with this phone. I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja, and let's talk about it. The Google Pixel 7a is Google's newest affordable flagship that just came out. I wanted to look at this phone and see where it fits in the mobile landscape. And being honest, on the surface, it seemed like a home run and I was all in. But when we really look at it, you might question some things. The Pixel 7a on the surface looks like a run-of-the-mill A series. It has an okay feeling build with plastic on the back and metal railings. A decent display gives you 90Hz refresh rate, but off-axis viewing could be a bit better. And also, it doesn't get bright as more expensive phones. The phone is encased with larger bezels, which does hurt the flagship feel a little bit. Google did add a few premium features like wireless charging, although it's slow, only at 7.5 watts. Let's say you set your phone on the wireless charger while watching a Tech Ninja YouTube or Twitch stream. That phone may not charge since it's using so much power and charges so slowly. Now, when I use my phone for nav and listening to music on my wireless charging pad, I lost battery while doing that. It also charges slowly at 18 watts. With phones doing 30 watts as standard, 18 is a big disappointment. Also, with its smaller battery, this phone couldn't last a typical day for me. But that's me. I'm a heavy user. I would totally admit it. And this is not who this phone is for. Your typical user, I think a full day would work. Speaking of work, let's work up to 250K subs. I want to get there soon, so hit that subscribe button if this video has provided any value so far. People know the Pixel for its camera. This is not a full review nor a camera review, so we'll keep it simple. This camera is great. I love taking photos of people with a Pixel camera, and it's been that way for years. And the Pixel 7a is no exception to that rule. It has an all-new 64 megapixel sensor that uses binning technology to combine the pixels into bigger pixels. This means it's better in low light compared to the smaller megapixels, which is nice to see on a budget phone. And thanks to that bigger sensor, it has an ultra-wide lens, a standard lens, and also a 2x zoom. And then if you zoom all the way in, you have an 8x optical zoom, which doesn't look that bad at all. You know, most of the Pixel features are software driven, and the Pixel software can be found on every Pixel device, which makes your year-over-year changes just not that impressive. Apple and Samsung has the exact same problem. As I mentioned earlier, this phone did go up $50 to $499, but that also makes the phone closer to the price of the Pixel 7. And herein lies the problem. The Pixel 7 as of right now, you can find for $500 on Amazon or Best Buy. The Pixel 7 is a flagship phone and it doesn't have flagship features, it is flagship. And the Pixel 6a, you can find as low as $200 with activation. You know, Pixels are very software driven, so the experience would be the same between all three phones pretty much. But hardware is much better on the Pixel 7, has a better display, better build, better speakers, faster charging, and also it is promised to get updates just as long as the Pixel 7a. And then we have the Pixel 6a, which is very similar to the 7a. Sure, the screen isn't as good and it doesn't have the same processor, but at the end of the day, for most people, it's gonna run great. It's gonna run just like the 7a for people who are in that segment who just wants a really good camera on a decent phone. So look, the Pixel 7a is a great phone, don't get me wrong. But the Pixel 7 is such a good deal that it makes the Pixel 7a not that impressive for that price. And if you want to spend less money, the 6a would probably foot the bill for you too. Anyways, if you want to know more about the Pixel 7a, check out this next video.